Hi, I'm Antonio Centeno. I'm the founder of Real Men, Real Style. Today I received a question from a gentleman out there on YouTube, and he's asking me, Antonio, I'm in my 20s, transitioning into my 30s. I want to upgrade my style. I want to improve the way I look. How do I do that? I don't want to make a drastic change. So for this gentleman, I'm going to give him 4 tips. 4 tips on how to upgrade your style as you transition from your 20s to your 30s. Now, it's not something that magically happens on our 29th birthday when we become 30 years old, that we decide my life is totally different, my body has changed, my life has changed, and I'm going to upgrade my style. That rarely happens. What happens is there is usually something in our lives that prompts us to start to think about change. Could be that we have our first child. Could be that we decide to get married. Could be that we buy a house, we join the military. There are just things that happen in a man's life that really force him to rethink where he's at, where he wants to be, and how he's going to get there. So first off, let's identify what is causing and what's prompting the change. Perhaps it's a new job. Perhaps you've been promoted, you were working with your peers at a gaming company. Now you find that you're actually moved into management. You're no longer, actually a number of your old buds are actually reporting to you. So in this case, you want to use clothing to send a message that, hey, I want to be able to communicate with the suits, be able to interact with them. At the same time, I want to let the guys know back over in the in the programming unit that, hey, I'm still one of them, but my job now is to be able to communicate between the 2 levels, not to program, not to spend time on the computer, but it's more of spending time face to face. So that's why I've had to up my game. Now for you, it's probably not going to be going straight to a suit, but it may be a bit of a transition. So again, we have to focus in on what is prompting the change, because when you understand your why, all of a sudden we can start to craft the image that's going to enable you to do what you want to get done. So part number 2 is, let's start with one item at a time. We'll use the same gentleman. First thing he could do is maybe start to upgrade his footwear. Maybe instead of wearing sneakers and tennis shoes, he starts to upgrade to dress boots. Something like, I don't know, the Wolverine 1000 mile. It's a favorite of mine. There's a number of them out there. Red Wing has a great heritage collection. Go check them out as well. But these boots are nice because they fit a number of purposes. They can be dressed down, dressed up. You can still wear them with dark jeans, and that may be your next upgrade. You go from wearing a wide variety of jeans or stonewashed or something that has a bit of wear and tear in it, to actually something that is a bit more respectable, a bit darker. Lee Jeans, guys, they're my premium sponsor. I've been a big fan of their modern series. They've also put out some raw denim lately. I mean, jeans like that, you're still wearing jeans, but at the same time, you're taking it up a level. You start to focus in on the fit. Maybe you start to bring in a sports jacket. These are one-piece upgrades that can be worn with a wide variety of items. Those boots, those jeans, the sports jacket can be worn with a wide variety of other items. And so you're buying something that's versatile. You're not breaking the bank. You're budgeting piece by piece, yet these versatile pieces, you're going to get a lot of miles out of them. If you are really tight on money, one thing you can look for sales. Start to notice when the big box stores, they usually have their sales number of times a year. You could time it that way. Another thing, go to thrift stores. Start asking friends, family. People are going to buy you gifts. Your birthday's coming up. Hey, you might as well ask and kind of point people in the right direction. So part 3, get support. Gentlemen, we are not islands. We need the support of others. So get your wife on board, get your significant other on board, get your partner on board, get your friends on board, get your kids on board. In a sense, find out who can be your support network and leverage that. You don't have one? You know what you should do? Start giving compliments to other people. And you know what? They're going to give compliments to you back. And it feels great to give compliments. In fact, it feels just as great to receive a compliment as it is to give one. So all of a sudden, you're starting to boost. You're starting to be noticed as the guy that says great things to other people, notices the way they dress. They're going to notice the way you dress, give it back. All of a sudden, you are giving, you're getting, and that is a great way to all of a sudden start building up your little cheerleading squad, people that are helping push you to the next level. Number 4, guys, put yourself in situations that you're going to be, in a sense, forced to dress better. So for the gentleman that's work, maybe the work, it's already going to be there, but outside of work, well, let's say he goes to church on Sundays. How about up your game? When you take your family to church, say, instead of me just wearing a polo and jeans, let's up the game a bit. I'm going to start wearing odd trousers in a sports jacket, or I'm going to start wearing a full suit. Honey, I would love, in fact, let me take you out. Let's go find you maybe some nice outfits, because I think it's important. All of a sudden, and that's one of the things I push with gentlemen, especially, one of the whys I've talked about is we dress well as family men, I think, because we represent our family, we represent, everyone and what we stand for. So for me, that's always a great reason. Another thing to think about is maybe for date night. If you haven't been going out with your wife, and reach out to her, say, honey, would you love to maybe let's go out together and let's dress up a bit. I'll wear a sports jacket. I would love if you could wear that favorite dress. The point is, gentlemen, is that it's very easy to start making this transition, plan it out a bit, and start. That's the key, gentlemen. Start the transition, identify your why, one item at a time, make sure they're versatile, get support, and put yourself in situations that you'll wear the clothing. That's it. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.